Hi friends, I have here a pretty little box. Well, it's not so little, it's a big box. This, my friends, is the StarCraft Solo. It's their new cutting machine. And I'm going to do an unboxing of sorts. This is not mine, it is on loan. I'm going to be running it through the mill. Two-part, one for my my vendor friends who are a StarCraft authorized dealer here in New Brunswick, and also because I want to test ride this baby and see what it's going to do, because like a lot of you out there, I have a Cricket, and I'm on an Air too, so she's, you know, about 4 years old, and we have a few issues, especially with stuff like cut and print. And my hugest issue with my current method is the waste. The waste is incredible, and the folks over who put together the Design Space app just can't seem to put out an app that eliminates waste. I know that with the Solo, the sticker cutting is phenomenal. I've been reading and reading and reading all of the input in the group, so I'm really excited to give this a test drive. I haven't seen an unboxing, so I thought that I would kind of put this out. It's already been opened, it's already been used, so this is not a new product. You will not get yours like this. This is a representation of an unboxing, just so that you can see what you're going to get. So first of all, you're going to get this really big box, and by really big, I'm getting my measuring tape here. We are talking, this thing is 30 inches in length, a foot high or wide, and just about the same, well, 10 inches tall. So it's a big box. Oh, that's okay, I can stay there. And let's go ahead and open it up. So right off the top, there's a QR code that you can scan. It's going to take you to they have a proprietary application software that works with this, like all cutting machines. I mean, they do that. I've been playing around in there. I've had the software for a bit, and I've been playing around. Of course, I couldn't really do much with it, but it's super interesting, and I can't wait to play around in that a little bit more and start that learning curve and be frustrated and all that beauty of learning something new. But right off the top, you can go ahead and scan this, get your application, register it, download it, install it, all that good stuff. So let's make some room for this big beauty. I'm sharing the table. This is usually my tumbler. I have my turners and everything here for my tumblers and my pens, but my station that I usually cut from is over there. I have a console table that my husband put together for me, and I've got my two printers and my Cricket, and they all fit end to end beautifully on this with all my supplies under it. This needs another spot, so I'm using this. So I have a box in here, and this has, now pay attention to this, Cricket users. You gotta hear this. This was probably the power cord. The power cord's in here now. So there's a box that's got that. There's your USB cord. Of course, it's Bluetooth enabled, so, but a USB cord for those who prefer that. And there's this. So there's a little plastic container. It has a sponge in here which holds blades. So there's two red cap blades. You know what these look like. You're familiar with these. With the little color rubber over the tip to prevent you from jabbing yourself if you're anything like me. It happens. And then one blue tip. Now the red, there's already one red installed. And if we look on the end panel of the box, it's going to tell you what's in the box. one red blade holder already installed, 2 thin material blades, which are the red caps. So thin materials, HTV, vinyls, paper. 1 thick material blade. Thick material blade. That's the blue cap. Thick cardstock maybe? Got to figure that out a little bit more. But it all comes in there. What else comes in it? Wow. This is pretty interesting. These, my friends, are pens. Like pens, ink pens. Not thick marker, you know, that we're typically used to. But these are ink pens. And this is an ink pen holder. And you can use your ink pen in the Solo. What? Yes. So I don't know exactly how this goes together because I haven't gotten that far, but we know it's going to go in this way. This is the holder. This is the ink cartridge. And it does have a little nubby on the end there. Trying to see if I can catch it. It's right here. So that's gonna click or catch into this pen holder. I'm sure. Why else would it be there? I don't know exactly. There's a spring in there. So I'll get into this more as I'm using it. This is just an unboxing. But my friends, these come with it, and one looks like it's maybe red ink. It's red at the tip. I could be wrong. I don't know. Been wrong before. But you get 2 of these. And I'm sure as far as refills, because it's got those little wings on it that appear to catch, you're going to get it on their website. So there's a pen tool and refill. Cutting mat. Get to that. Not exactly sure what this is. This is just a little, it's a container. It's empty. It's not listed. So my, that's to be named. So those who use this and hopefully are going to watch in the future, when you know what that is, make a comment so that we know and, you know, help a friend out. So all of this is in this little box inside. Handy dandy, stored away. What have you. We're going to set this over there. So I had already said we have our power. And it is a 2-part, which is nice. So it plugs into the box, the adapter into the Solo and into the wall, etc., etc. I don't think I need to tell you how to use a power cord. I always struggle with these things. These are really rigid foam. Now, what I appreciate about this is it's not that flimsy break apart styrofoam that you're gonna kind of one and done it or a few times and mess it up and then you're never gonna have it again. This is that plasticky type of foam. I'll get you a better shot of it. So you can reuse this. So you need to pack up your Solo and move it, or you're moving, or you're whatever reason that you're gonna have to pack it up and put it away. Hold on to this. You're gonna be able to reuse it again. So it does sit in there. Let me try not to destroy my whole room here and knock stuff over. It does sit in there nicely. It's all tucked in there. So we're going to, I'm going to put it on the floor and pull it out and put it up on the table. And it's not overly heavy, which is really nice. Oh, well, here's the mat. So it's a 19-inch mat, 12 by 19, and obviously comes in a bag, and it's well labeled, and it has a sticker back on it. This is silicone, feels like silicone. Sticker back. So, and you can hear it release. So we're going to put that aside. What I wish is it had the little divots. So on the side, you're hooked up to a bookcase. On the side of my bookcase here, I have some command hooks where I have my mats, and I have my little divots, or little holes, I guess, so that I can hang my mats up on the side. Because this used to be my Cricut station before I got into epoxy products, and now I needed to reclaim the station. So it was convenient to have it all here at the end of this bookcase. I would be poking a hole in this to hang it up. I wish they would do that, just because, you know, it makes it neater, right? We don't want to be poking holes and stuff. So I'm just going to set that up there. All right, now we're going to lift this puppy out and put her up here. Yes. So there's one end. And see what I'm saying? It's like this layered plasticky foam. We've seen all this stuff before, but this has been out of the box at least twice, because my vendor, he had it out, of course, and now I've had it out, and this looks great. So I like this. I like this because we want to reduce and reuse, and we can reuse this several times, tuck it back in the box. So if there comes a day when you need to use it again, you have it. There. That was really easy and minimal packaging. So over there I have the box and I have those two end pieces. Now let's take a peek at this. I might have to reposition you guys because I'm thinking you can't really see the front of it very well. This is the display panel, action button, the blade housing. The blade is on the side. This is the camera, I believe. And not sure what that does. I'm not sure what anything does. I've never used it before. So this is going to be really interesting. But there we have it. Let's so your ports, you have your power, USB, and a larger square adapter port here on the end. Personally, I wish it was on this end because my power is down here. Nothing on this end. And the back. So she's really sleek. She's long, but it's because she's going to cut wide, which is really nice. It looks to me, from just a non-powering and non-looking, but this space inside is 19.5 inches of clearance in here. Now the mount we know is 12 because we just looked at it. So that, do we have options? Do we have to put it in the middle? Maybe this part's a little confusing for those of us that are coming off of a different brand of cutter. We all know, I've seen the Silhouette, I've never used the Silhouette, but we all know that the Cricut have the little guide pieces that we slide our mat under, keep it from getting all wonky in there and everything. So do we need that with this? Maybe. I don't know. Let's power it up. So I'm going to have a conversation with Brandon about keeping cords neat because I'm unraveling a cord. All right. So plug into the power source first. I hate doing this. I'm always afraid of these things. Ugh. I get a really bad shock when I was a kid, and I just can't stand plugging things in anymore. I went to plug a three-pronged plug in, and I missed the round one, and I had my hand on it, and yeah, anyways. Maybe you've been there. Maybe we can share horror stories. Let's plug this in. And let's, there was no book in the box. Let's push this button. Ah, that would be the power. Ooh, look, it's got like disco lights. There's the screen. Ooh, let me see if I can move you guys and get you a better view. How's that? Yeah. So a nice touch screen. I do know that this will move your blade. Look at that. And as I understand it, where it starts cutting is absolute. So you know how, like I said earlier, I can't speak to Silhouette because I've never used it. I can speak to Cricut. I've been using mine for, I think it's 5 years old now. It'll run a check. It'll pull it and it'll scan, and the little print housing will move all around to find its starting point. As I understand it, you can tell this where you want your starting point to be. There's a speed and a force, so you can set your speed. This happens to be at 3. Higher, faster, lower, slower. Your force would be equivalent to when you do a cut, say on vinyl, and you want it to, say you have a cardstock, but it's a thicker cardstock. Maybe your blade's dull or whatever, and you want to put it to more, so it will have more force to cut into it. So this goes, well, I'm at 15, and that little green is really not moving a lot. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. Okay, let's just put this down to a better, reasonable number. I don't know what it was. I should have paid attention. But you can slide that, and by the looks of it, it probably goes to 1,000. So we're not going to save it. There is some presets here. Speed 5, force 6, speed 5, force 5, speed, and you can name them. So there's a StarCraft HD vinyl. He did tell me that he has 2 presets in here. So there's the StarCraft HD vinyl, and there's the HTV. So if you're doing a heat trance with Softflux, we're going to tap that and load, apparently. Look at that. So I don't know if y'all noticed this, but it took me maybe, I don't know, 2 minutes to figure that out, which is really nice because getting a new machine, getting a new anything, and trying to figure it out is half the frustration. How many of you have machines still sitting in boxes? I see it every day in the groups. I know you guys have seen it every day in the groups. I finally unboxed my insert name here because it's so intimidating. It's this big machine, cost a fortune, you know, in craft terms. We don't want to mess it up. We don't want to break it. We don't want to do something negative with it. Really, we don't want to fail. We don't want to put all this time and money into product to waste it and everything like that. So that took me a couple of minutes to figure out. Really love that. There's a test button here. Not exactly sure, but I think it's just to run a test cut. I don't have anything loaded because I still got to figure out the placement of this mat. I don't know what all these arrows mean. Back to the home screen. A recut. That's really nice. Stop, test, USB. Does that mean that we can put USB on a thumb drive? Open files, array set. Yeah, we're going to come back out of that. That's going to take a little bit of time to figure out. And I'm going to assume that this double arrow is a go because I don't see a print button, you know, your flashing Cricut light or anything on there. So I'm going to assume that that double is to go. And, well, it's pretty as heck. Look at the lights. Hey, is there any light settings? I don't know. General settings. Camera, Wi-Fi, advanced mode, advanced settings, general settings. Let's go into general. LED set. Look at that. Oh, I can set like the yes, ma'am. Look at that. On all. Okay. Look at this. This is super fun. Okay. So let's just leave that color. I like it. Home. Really? I'm not the smartest cookie all the time. But I really appreciate the layout on this panel, because even just to play with it, I don't have any product loaded. I can't waste anything. I'm not going to hit a cut button, so I know I'm not going to activate the machine, but I've just learned in 5 minutes a ton about this machine just to get me going. So this is going to be fun. I think this is really going to be fun. So let's take a step back here. I'm going to show you a really good product shot of my bookcase, because I know you guys are dying to know what the end of my bookcase looked like. There we have it, the StarCraft Solo cutting machine. I'm going to do some more videos. I've got HTV planned. I've got cardstock, stickers, whatever else I can think. Then I'm going to run through this machine and I'm going to do a video capture on it. I'm going to figure out how to get these all laid out in my YouTube, because, you know, I'm still learning how to do that. Yeah, expect more to become soon. Once I get proficient, or I feel like I can do some cuts and not make myself look like a complete ass, I'm going to do a live, well, Brandon and I talked about doing a live on their site so we can get some stuff going. We'll do small little projects. We don't have hours and hours, so something that we can do quickly and completely, and show you guys how to use this and what it can do. And man, I'm excited. I wanna see what I can get into on this here. So you guys have a great day, and we'll be talking soon.